کاوش مدیا.
Another issue I want to just to draw everybody's attention to, Iran has given us a situation where it is able to exert nuclear extortion without owning a single nuclear weapon. This is an amazing move. I mean, they are able to basically drive the whole world into panic for more than almost 2 decades now, almost 3 decades, by not owning a nuclear weapon. This is something that needs to be studied and looked at and learned, because from that standpoint, from that issue, you can see you can teach so much about the differences in negotiations, culture, political culture, and general culture between how the Iranian / Middle Eastern negotiation process goes versus how the West sees it. Now, this is a very important point. Currently, the United States have very few good options left on the table. Unless Biden stands up and says, we are going back to the Trump policies, I don't see it. And he's not going to do that.
Which is something that he will likely, as you mentioned, not do. Yeah.
It's just not going to happen, of course. No, I don't see it happening. I mean, they could do it without saying that they're doing it, but, you know, everybody who knows how to analyze will immediately see it. Everything that could have been done about the Iranian issue should have been done decades ago. Not now. Now we are in the last few seconds, minutes of the situation. So the question is, how do we deal with a world where Iran is again a power in the world like it has never been? Iran was never in this kind of power position ever. You know, maybe going back to the Persian Empire.
I think the next step would be to receive from the United States what we call military compensation, weapons that Israel does not have and wants to deter Iran or to even use against Iran if a military option comes up, such as certain bombs and tankers for air refueling. And I think this is going to be the next step in the negotiations once the agreement is signed.
But I'm afraid this is one field, one area, one arena. I'm thinking more about the grand geostrategic picture, the grand geopolitical picture, and the picture is not very pretty. Iran is already intensifying its activities in Syria and Iraq and in other parts of the Middle East. And I anticipate that once they sign the agreement, they will just be out of control.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند.